All right. We're learning today in Maseches Yuma at Daf Lametes Amud Aleph. Tona dever Rabbi Yishmael. Aveiro metamtemes liboy shel odom. When a person does Aveira, it's any Aveira, especially when we're talking about, but when you're eating something not kosher. Metamtemes liboy shel odom. It makes your heart verstoppt, meaning makes your heart stupid. Shneimar v'loy titamu bohem v'nitmeisam bom. The second v'nitmeisam bom, it says without aleph. That's what Rashi says, Kosher aleph. Memela, it's not miloshen tomad, miloshen timtum. And Rashi says oitemes v'sesemes mikol chochma. You sometimes cannot understand Dvar Chochma because he did Aveira. Soon we're going to see what's the connection. Somebody has a good IQ, a good brain. What does it do? What he's eating, what he's doing is a good. He could understand better than somebody else. So we're going to see the connection in a minute. The Gemara says, "Ton Rabban, v'lo titamu b'hem v'nitmeisam b'hem." It says first of all, "Lo titamu b'hem," is that tzivud. Then it says, "V'nitmeisam b'hem." You're going to become tomei. Why it says again v'nitmeisam b'hem? Odam matame atzam me'at. You could do a little bit of something wrong. They're going to give you from above there. They're going to give you a lot more tuma, meaning they're leading you the way you want to go. You do a tuma over here, they give a tuma from there, which is anything over here and over there. The difference is very big. For example, the Alter Rebbe brings a moshel. He says when the sun moves over here. 1 inch over there, it moved miles. It moved over here 1 foot over there. It moved many, many more miles. So a little change over here, it's a big change over there. So a little tumor over here from there comes over there. The measurement is a lot bigger. Somebody becomes tumor and this, so you're gonna get two another one. Ton Rabbanan v'skadishtem v'isam kedoshim odom mekadesh atzmam me'at mekadshim oisa harbe. You do something the other way around. You do a little bit kedusha over here. Like I said, everything comes from above. It comes with the bigger measurements. Mekadshim oisa harbe. Melamato, if he does some kedusha over here, mekadshim oisa melamaila. Ba'olam haza mekadshim oisa l'olam haba. So the Iyun Yaakov says like this: Averu metamtemes libo shel odom k'dichsiv lev tohor broli Elokim. David HaMelech in Kapitel 1 says to Hashem, please, lev tohor broli Elokim, create for me a pure heart. V'ruach nochon chadesh bekirbi. Lekach ze shemetam atzma v'libo metam atzma v'libo metamtem libo. Lekach nikra rosha ksil. It's interesting. He said the Rasha called ksil. Ksil from the word a fool, a tipesh. What does to do a Rasha with a tipesh? Could be very smart Rasha, because when a person he makes tuma in this world, as I said, especially by Yona Achila, because some of the psukim it says Lagabe Achila, Lagabe Shrotzim, Memele, something does to his brain that he doesn't understand Chochmah. Now, just to explain this, certain inyanim, a person have to be more a kli, more a vessel to understand certain things that are above normal of something more edel, something more refined ideas. So it's not. It doesn't depend only what kind of understanding you have, how smart you are. A lot of times they do how clean, how pure is the kli, is the body. Sometimes the kli is not pure, so you're not a kli to understand something godly. Now, we see also, similarly, the Sefer HaChinuch bring, the Gabai, there's a mitzvah on Pesach, we say the Korban Pesach, the time of Pesach Mikdash, it was a mitzvah not to break a bone. So says the Sefer HaChinuch, the Pasuk teaching us to, we came out of Mitzrayim, we were slaves, we're becoming now like Bnei Melachim. There's a certain way how you eat classy in a royalty fashion. You don't go and break bones and chew bones. In a royalty family, you don't see that. That's minhag aniyim. That's minhag of dogs do that. They chew on the bone. So you have to act on Pesach at least. The Yitzias Mitzrayim got out of slavery. You become more royal now. Act with classy and don't break a bone. And then he adds over there the Sefer HaChinuch. He says why Hashem told us this mitzvah. It could tell us, be more upper class, be more behave. He says ki acharei ha'peulos nimshochim alolo. It's a very famous Sefer HaChinuch. Ki acharei ha'peulos, meaning where do you start? Did you start refining yourself from your philosophy, from learning, or you start doing more mitzvahs, kedusha? So it says a lot of times it's both true, but a lot of times acharei ha'peulos. So if you start eating kosher, all of a sudden you could understand now the halacha better. You could understand the learning better because you are clear to understand something godly. It's interesting. I'm finishing with this. It says in the Yom Yom that the Seder, Taki Ada Yom, you have this argument. If you ask somebody where you start from Haskalah, from understanding, from learning, then you come to Ma'aseh Mitzvahs, or you start Ma'aseh Mitzvahs, then you come to understanding the Torah. So it says in the Yom Yom that was the Seder, before Matan Torah and the Seder after Matan Torah. Before Matan Torah, the Seder was Avraham Avinu first started thinking of godliness. He came to the idea, to the point that cannot be this world is running on its own. Must be Balabayas Labirazu. He came to the understanding first intellectually that there is a God over here. Then there was a level of that was machshava. Then it went down to dibur. It was mefarsam elokusa ba'olam. Then came ma'aseh. Many years later, he made bris milah. So the seder was machshava, dibur, ma'aseh. So you start from philosophy, you start learning. Then you talk about it. Then you do it. After Matan Torah, the seder is reverse. We start with ma'aseh. The child is born, you do bris milah. Nobody asks him, you want bris milah? What the neighbor should give you? What you want? What you don't want? Bris milah, ma'aseh. Then he grows up, he speaks a little bit. Then from ma'aseh goes to dibur. Then when he becomes a little bit abacher, understanding, now he is ready. Now he could put his mind into learning. So we see from here that the part of excelling in avodas Hashem, that you have to start sometime from the ma'aseh mitzvahs. Make sure that everything you eat is 100% kosher. Make sure you mekadesh atzam ve'lamada, then mekadshim osam ve'lamala. Then you become a kli to understand godly stuff. Okay. All right.